Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
I'm here today because I love my Palestinian brothers and sisters. I'm here today because my prophet taught me that the pain of anyone in this ummah is a pain for all of us. I'm here today because, like all of you, I have faced a spiritual illness, a spiritual fever at the slaughter of men, women, and children. And I'm here today because, like all of you, I am sick of the hypocrisy. I am sick of the selective outrage of this country. This is a country that claims that it seeks reconciliation with the indigenous people of Turtle Island, who are ethnically cleansed, who are killed, who are driven out of their homes, who had their land stolen. This same country stands in support of the ethnic cleansing of Palestinian people. It stands in support of the dispossession of their homes and land. This country gives billions of our taxpayer money, gives billions of our money to the Ukraine to help them fight a country that annexes their land and does not recognize them as a people. And yet this same country will support the annexation of Palestinian land. And they will support an entity that refuses to recognize the existence of a Palestinian people. We see the selective outrage. We see it when they highlight with all sensitivity the suffering of Israelis and will ignore the overwhelming suffering of the Palestinian people. They speak as though Israelis are human and Palestinians are a number. They tell you this is all about terrorism. But they don't tell you about the settler pogroms happening in the West Bank. They don't tell you about the unarmed Palestinians who are routinely kidnapped and shot at point-blank range by settlers. They don't tell you how the West Bank is controlled and cut up into ghettos, controlling even the sidewalk that a Palestinian can walk on. They don't tell you about the thousands of Palestinians detained without a charge, including children, sometimes for decades. And they will brazenly lie to your face, and they will tell you this is because of Hamas. For 75 years, the Palestinian people have faced extermination, expulsion, and exclusion. For 75 years, the Palestinian people have been ethnically cleansed, and this country dares sell weapons to those who kill them. But there is good news. There is good news. Allah tells us in the Quran, وَجَاءَ الْحَقِّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلِ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. That truth has come and falsehood vanishes because falsehood is a vanishing thing. The good news. The good news is that the mask is falling and the truth is emerging. No matter how far the lies spread, no matter how many the lies are, no matter how deep the lies go, the truth will come and the falsehood will vanish. The good news is we are seeing today the answer of the cries and the prayer of the Palestinian children. It's being answered in people like you. It's being answered and an entire generation that is seeing through the lies. We are seeing a generation of people saying enough. We are seeing a generation of people doing what our Prophet ﷺ taught us to do. Speak the truth even if it's bitter. Speak the truth even if your voice shakes. Speak the truth even if there is a cost or a consequence. That's why they're doing everything to steal your voice. That's why they're doing everything to silence your voice. That's why they're calling your protest hateful. That's why they're shadow banning your accounts. That's why they're suppressing your boycotts. They use the language of peace to suffocate the calls for justice. But the time of truth has come. The truth that our speech will be free, that our protests are right, that our boycotts are just, that our dua is true, and that no matter what they do, one day there will be a free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Ibrahim. We started off our action identifying our joint struggle with indigenous communities here. We are grateful to be led right now by an indigenous delegation ahead of our truck. This is their land. We ask that our community follow behind them, and if they pause for ceremony, so do we.